Alright, so hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to talk to you guys about my go-to crystals and their metaphysical properties and what all they're able to do, okay? Alright, so before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, tap that notification bell so you can receive all the updates and alerts. So y'all know I got my little notepad here because I am not playing around. I don't like to get sidetracked because y'all know I'll take all day if I get sidetracked. But the first crystal that I want to start with is the selenite. And I'm going to tell you everything that the selenite does and why is one of my go-to crystals. So this is the selenite. All right. So you can see it. You know, I also have a selenite wand. Y'all, I got selenite towers. I have selenite spheres. Selenite all over this house, right? And so the reason I like the selenite is because selenite is considered the stone of the moon goddess, okay? And I guess it's because of how the selenite looks. Like the selenite, if you look on the inside of it, it's kind of like transparent, but then you can look in there and you see like little lines and all that good stuff. And so I believe that's they kind of say like, okay, you know, these are like rays of the moon that's embedded inside the selenite. You know, that was like an old theory when it came on the surface about 1790. All right, but what I like about the selenite is because the selenite inspires profound peace. Okay, so if you want your area to be calm, relax, you know, the selenite is perfect for that. The selenite also is a high frequency type of stone. All right, so it intensifies the frequency of other stones. So say for example, you know, you're doing some altar work and you have your black tourmaline or tourmaline and you use that stone with the selenite will intensify the properties of that. Or like your amethyst. All right, so the amethyst, if you got your amethyst and you're doing some work with that, some spiritual work, then the selenite will amplify that frequency as well. All right, so the selenite is also an ideal stone for meditation and spiritual work, connecting with ancient wisdom and accessing spirit. Okay, so like I said, if you're doing some spiritual work and you're working with your amethyst, this thing amplifies the frequency. It helps to amplify the energy. So whatever state you're in, the selenite is going to help you, you know, get into a deeper state of that. All right, it's also good for grounding. Okay, now the selenite is also known for its telepathic abilities. You know, so you know how like when you're talking to your stone, so what the selenite does is the selenite, you're able to communicate to the selenite, like put downloads into the selenite, and then when the next person get it, it's said that the selenite will be able to communicate your message to the next person. Okay, so that's just ancient tales. You know, I don't know if anyone ever tried it, you know, but it says that it has that ability to you know, convey messages through the stone. All right, and so it also advances your mental power. So whatever whatever mental powers that you have, you know, it's going to enhance that. So like it's really good for someone you know, who's clairvoyant. Okay, so it enhances that power. It's also a truth stone, so it can discern when the truth is being told. You know, you can talk to your selenite and ask your selenite to give you clarity on certain conversations that are being had. It'll help you to harmonize during conversations so there's no friction there. It also creates a safe space. People that are shy, you'll notice that they begin to talk a little bit more, you know, so it enhances that throat chakra. All right. It also, like I said, promotes harmony in relationships. It helps to remove blockages in the spine. So you can take the selenite wand and you can go from the base of the neck and trace the spine all the way down and go up it, and it's said to reduce any spinal blockages. Okay, so it's good for that. It also helps you stay calm. All right, so any illnesses that was brought on by mercury, all right, so it helps you with that. Maybe like people with epilepsy, also it helps to calm that down, and it also reverses the effects of free radicals. Okay, so selenite is definitely my go-to stone. I love selenite. Like, nobody could turn me away from selenite. Like, it's selenite everywhere in this house. Like, it's selenite on the altar. There's selenite, you know, over there. There's selenite here when I'm doing my work. It's just selenite everywhere. So that's one of those stones that you just can't have enough of. It's selenite in the car. Okay, so you just can't have enough of that. The next stone is the celestite. All right, the celestite. Okay, and so it's this beautiful blue stone here. All right, and so this stone is the stone of divine communication. Okay, the stone of heavenly communication, the stone of divine communication. All right, and so this stone is actually a high frequency stone, very high frequency. Okay, so this stone, it also radiates in all direction. It emits positive energy. Okay, so when you're utilizing this stone, you're gonna feel, you know, your mood lighten. You're gonna be in a better mood. This stone also cleanses the environment. It's conducive for dream recall. So when you have those dreams and you're like, oh man, what was I dreaming about? It's conducive for that, because it's a dream stone. Like, it's primarily known for its uses as a dream stone. But I'm just telling you all of the metaphysical properties here. It recalls astral travel. So if you're doing your traveling and stuff, you know, some of y'all know what I'm talking about. It'll help you recall that. Help calm your fears. So if you have any fears, any things that you're worried about, it helps you soothe, you know, the thoughts of those fears. It also helps to calm your mind, get rid of anxiety. Okay, it is one of those stones that stimulates your intuitive abilities. Now this one especially enhances your clairvoyant and clairaudient abilities. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll put on the end screen the video about the spiritual gifts, so that you can get an understanding of what those different spiritual gifts are about. All right, this also purifies the heart. Okay, this stone is great for good fortune, you know, so if you're trying to manifest some good fortune here, this stone is great for that. Its physical healing properties for chronic pain. So if you have chronic pain like autoimmune deficiency such as lupus, fibromyalgia, muscular sclerosis, like all of those different types of chronic pain, it's good for that. All right. It's also good for emotional and mental distress. So if you want that suffer from like PTSD, anxiety, depression, is good for all of these things. It improves dysfunctional relationships. So if you grew up in a dysfunctional relationship, or there's you're in a dysfunctional relationship, this stone is good for improving that. It also most resonate with the throat chakra and the crown chakra. So some of you call it the brow chakra. You know, it is most resonate with that, activating your third eye. All right, and your crown. And this stone is extremely good for meditation. Now if you guys want me to do a video on how to use certain stones or how to activate them, just drop it down in the comments and I'll put it into, you know, my schedule and create that video for you guys, because not every stone is activated the same, not every stone is charged the same, not every stone it has the same purpose. All right, so if you guys want me to do a video about that, I will, but I just want to just tell y'all my go-to stones first. My next stone, and I'm sure it's many of you's favorite. Can you guess what it is? I know y'all know what I'm talking about. The amethyst. All right, the purple amethyst. Now this is an amethyst cluster. Amethyst can come in all different forms. Amethyst can come in clusters, tumblers. Like, Amethyst can come in like any type of form. There are several different types of amethyst, all right? But this particular amethyst right here that I'm talking about right here, this is the one that most spiritualists go to. Because first of all, it's purple, so y'all know that purple resonates with spirituality. And it's also the intuitive stone. It's the artistic, creative, and intuitive stone, okay? And so some of the good properties about the amethyst is this stone expands the higher mind, okay? So when you're trying to, you know, tap in and go deep and figure out all these different context clues that the divine is leaving you, this stone is going to help you do that. It's going to expand your higher level of consciousness, all right? It also is going to enhance your creativity and your passion. So you notice, like, when this amethyst stone around, you're going to notice that you're going to want to do more. You know, you might not have enough time to do it, but you're definitely going to want to do more. You're going to have the urge to do it, you know, so it's best to go ahead and do it while you got that urge with that stone around than to not do it and be like, dang, I could have done this and I said I was going to do this, but I didn't do it. Because this stone is that powerful to get you through that. All right. It's a high frequency stone. It's a connector to the divine. All right, so it's going to help you enhance that. A lot of people, when they want to do real connection, you know, they put the amethyst on their head, you know. You can sleep with it under your pillow. But again, like I said, if y'all want to know how to activate these stones, how to use these stones, drop it down in the comments and I will definitely do a video on that. The amethyst is capable of providing a protective shield around you. So guess what? When you're doing your spiritual work, you don't got to worry about nothing. As long as them intents up here and you put that protective shield around you, the amethyst is going to help you amplify that. It stimulates your third eye, all right? And also it stimulates your crown as well. What I do, I have an amethyst by the door. So ain't no negative energy coming up in these doors. I got amethyst everywhere, y'all. So these my little druzies. All right, so I have amethyst everywhere. So it doesn't matter, like wherever you go in my house, you're going to see some of these, okay? Because these amethysts are good for, you know, protective auras, all right? Protective shielding, all right? So they're also good to enhance your cognitive perspective and accelerate the development of your intuitive and psychic ability. So, you know, you might be just coming into spirituality, but this stone right here is going to help you to accelerate that. It's going to go into accelerated motion. As long as, of course, you know, all of these chakras are aligned and intentions are pure and you're doing your healing work. This is going to accelerate that. All right. So you're going to really be tapping in. All right. With this stone, it initiates greater understanding. All right. So I remember when I began to, you know, first embark upon this journey. And I was wondering, like, why am I just receiving so much information? Like, why am I getting this? Why am I getting this? And I started to, you know, look deeper into these stones. And this stone is one of those stones that's going to help you receive clarity. All right. This stone, the amethyst is a long list, y'all. So I'm sorry. The amethyst also provides comfort and grief. The amethyst is also an all healer. That means this amethyst can heal all forms of life, human, plant, whatever. As long as it's life, the amethyst is capable of healing it, all right? This is a natural tranquilizer. So you're going to be soothed. You're going to be calm. You know, you're not going to be like all... If you're like all like that, then you're going to need more than the amethyst. You feel me? You're going to have to do some of that deep work, all right? And then start working with these, right? Because if you all like that, then you're going to need some more healing, all right? Like, you can be like that, but not all like that, you know? So... this is a natural tranquilizer, so it's supposed to calm you, soothe you. If you got OCD, it'll relieve you of that. If you got children that are hyperactive, it's going to relieve them of that. Okay, so, and you know children are pure, so it's easy to just place a couple of these bad boys around them or get them the little palm ones and let them play with them. And you'll notice how they'll begin to calm down. Dreamstone, like I said, you can put it under your pillow. It's kind of like that celestite. You can put it under your pillow. It helps with nightmares, y'all. So you're having bad dreams, put it next to your bedside like that, and you're going to be good to go. Also calms your temper. Again, provides clarity. It has this therapeutic energy for healing. And anytime you're feeling overwhelmed and stressed and need, you know, some guidance, you can pick up your amethyst. Like the amethyst, I do not do readings without amethyst. I don't care if I just have a raw amethyst, a little raw one, or a druzy. But I do not do readings without amethyst. I do not channel without amethyst. I do not do any spiritual work at all in my house without an amethyst. Okay? So that's it on the amethyst. My next go-to stone is the clear quartz. Now the clear quartz is my manifesting stone. Okay? So this is my beautiful clear quartz here. This is actually 237 grams, okay? So it's huge. It's like 27 ounces or something like that. I don't know. I'm not going to hold this one through the whole video though, y'all, because it's like heavy. But so the clear quartz is a master healing stone. It's a master healing crystal, okay? And so it amplifies energy and thoughts, okay? So what you're thinking is what will manifest with these clear quartz. So you need to be, when you get one of these, you need to be real careful. You can't just be going up and them like, oh, I'm worthless, I'm this, I'm that. Your stone gonna pick that up and it's gonna amplify it. You need to be telling this stone like, I am just so wonderful. I am of abundance. I am, whatever it is that you want to tell this stone, whatever it is that you want to project in your life, guess what? Tell this stone. Don't be telling this stone that bull crap about yourself, because you're going to be manifesting all that bull crap. So don't get one of these until you really ready. Like you really feel good about yourself and you got all this self-love and self-worth, because, no, I'm not going to say that. Because you can get this stone and go and tell it some things and it's going to start amplifying, and then you'll start believing it, and then it may work out. But if you're just a negative Nancy, do not be around no clear quartz if you are a negative Nancy. All right. So this stone is, like I said, a powerful manifestor. But you need to be careful what you think, and you need to be careful with what you say around this stone. This stone draws off all negative energy. So of any kind. So if any negative energy trying to come and attack you, it's going it's like a blocker, like, nah, player, no, you can't, you know. So that's why you need to be careful with what you're doing too. This stone absorbs, stores, release, and regulates energy. Again, it absorbs, stores, release, and regulate energy. So you tell this stone you're a bad person, that stone gonna absorb it, it's gonna store it, it's gonna release it, and it's gonna regulate it. Okay? So be careful what you think and say to this stone. Some of y'all might not even believe in crystals, and that's okay. Go and say something bad to this stone and see what happened, okay? So this stone right here balances and revitalizes physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual planes on all levels. All right? So this is a balancer. This stone can balance things out. This stone is a deep soul cleanser, and it connects with physical dimensions of the mind. Okay? So soul cleanser right here. Like, this stone can do so much. It harmonizes all of the chakras. It can heal any and everything. It can enhance your psychic abilities. It can provide you clarity, calmness. But again, this stone is a powerful manifester. So when you are ready to manifest, get you a couple of these here. Put a couple of them inside your car, like these little clusters right here. These little quartz right here. Put a couple of these inside your car. Carry some of these around with you. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, it's gonna work wonders. Okay, it's gonna work wonders for you. All right, so that's it for the clear quartz. My last go-to stone is the black tourmaline, or tourmaline, whichever one it is. But I call it the tourmaline. All right, so the black tourmaline is a grounding stone. Okay, so now listen, this one is mixed with some malachite, but I do have some black tourmaline, just plain black tourmaline. All right, so now with this one, this stone is a protecting stone. All right, it provides protection, just everything. Like it protects you against any negative forces. I'm talking about this stone right here can absorb so much negative energy, y'all. All right, and so when you're doing your ritual work with this stone, matter of fact, if you're doing ritual work, you need to have you one of these, okay? Like this is like your bodyguard, okay? That's the best way I could describe this stone. It's a bodyguard, you know. It's a spiritual guard. It's gonna guard you against any negative spirits or anything that try to come up against you while you're doing your spiritual work. So when you're doing your altar work and you're talking to your ancestors and all these other spirits try to come through, they're terminally like, nah, she got that protection shield up, you know. So it's gonna work with these other stones here to help you with that defense. Also, when you're doing your channeling, for you mediums out there, this is going to help you as well when you're working with these different spirits, okay? Readers, when you're doing your readings, this is going to block off any negative energy for coming your way. Also, the salt. Make sure you got your salt. But this is going to help you too, all right? So this is a high frequency stone, and high frequencies can pass through this stone without it breaking or shattering. So like high frequency can come through this stone, and this stone will still be the same as it was when you first got it. All right. This stone also helps with motion sickness. This stone also protects you against all things energy. Okay. So like say for example, somebody that's an energy vampire, like somebody that, you know, has gifts, don't know they got gifts. They gonna come and try. They're gonna be draining your daggone energy, right? So guess what you can do? You can have some of these on you. You can wear them as a necklace. Put them inside some rings. Y'all see how I be doing my rings now. Put them inside some rings. Put them on your bracelets. You know, just having this protection on you so they can't drain your energy. Because a lot of people come around you and try to take all your energy so that they can survive. And that's not going to happen over here. So you're going to get your little black stone, your little black tourmaline, and then guess what? You're going to be good to go. If you're in a car, this is good for motion sickness. It provides pain relief. And so like if you got like strained muscles, like you have muscle spasms, yada yada yada, this can help with that. It also helps with IBS, constipation, irritable bowel syndrome, I already said that. Chronic disease, colon diseases. It rids your body of heavy metals. Y'all, this one of them stones. It protects you against anything that could cause harm or danger to your body. It protects you against that. And also relieves you of anxiety, negative thoughts, angers, feelings of worthlessness or unworthiness. You know, so this stone can do a lot. And so, look guys, if y'all do, especially y'all that's practicing the spirituality, you know, or you're doing your spiritual work, I would advise, you know, y'all get you a couple of these stones to just begin working with. You can start small, get you some tumblers, or get you some large tumblers, or you can get you some small clusters so you can begin working with these stones, all right, so that you can begin to feel the effects of them, okay? But there's a lot of research out there. There are books on Amazon, like they have the Beginning Crystal book. You could go on different crystal website, Crystal Muse, all that, and look things up. Also, Blended Rootz has stones on it, so I'll put all of that in the description below. But yeah, these stones, like, these are my go-to stones. I would advise everybody to get some form of these stones. You know, how I started with the selenite and the amethyst. I think I had the selenite, the amethyst, and the tourmaline first. All right. Then I went and got me a clear quartz. But y'all, these ain't my only stones. I have so many stones in here. I have moonstones, amazonites, rose quartz. Like, I have so many stones in here. You know, so if y'all want to know more about other stones, then I could do videos about those too. But just drop, you know, what y'all want to know. And if you got any more questions, I will happily answer them in the comments. And I'll talk to y'all later.